It's that time of the day, y'all, where it's the Talking with Sueham show, a show that's inspirational, motivational, and offers a lot of good comedy. This is the show to help you jumpstart your day, jumpstart your life, jumpstart your year. So make sure you're tuning in and listening. Get ready, because here it is, the Talking with Sueham show. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Talking with Sueham show. As you know, I am your host, Sueham, baby, and I'm excited to be here. Now, what I wanted to do on this show was just take a little time out and share some of my tips with you. Just Sueham coming to you live from the heart, from the soul, sharing 8 steps to motivation. Some of you out there are just not motivated, and you're wondering, well, how do I get motivated? Well, in this episode of the Talking with Sueham show, I hope that you will leave more motivated than ever before and set out to accomplish all the dreams that you have inside of you. So let's go ahead and kick this show off, all right? I promise, as always, you will be enlightened, entertained, and educated. All right. Now, one of the biggest thing is a lot of people don't know what motivation is. In order to be motivated, you need to know what the word motivated means. Now, motivation, it's basically what drives someone to do something. It's the underlying reason for why people do what they do. You know, motivation is an intensity of a desire or a need, an incentive or reward value of a goal. It is the expectation of the individual and of his or her significant others. So motivation, simply put, is what drives you. It's that strong desire to help you accomplish your goals, which leads us into setting goals, which is step number 1, setting goals. In order to be motivated, you have to have a reason to be motivated. So therefore, you must set goals. You have to know your goals. You have to know what it is that you're trying to accomplish. What is that undefined thing that you want to accomplish and be excited about? You know, imagine yourself having that goal accomplished. The goal has to excite you. Your goal could be better life, more money. I know I want more money. I want a better life. It could be freedom. It could be good health. It could be education. It could be travel. Your goal can be any and everything. But the thing is, you have to have a goal. Without a goal, without a plan, there's nothing to get motivated about. You know, it's like years ago when I was working at this job that I hated with my every being. I was not motivated to go to that job simply because I hated this job. You know, I wasn't living on purpose, simply because I was afraid. I was allowing fear to set me back. And so because of that, every sheer motivation that I used to possess was no longer within my body, no longer within my bones, no longer within my being. You know, I hated going to this job. Nothing drove me to want to go to this job. As a matter of fact, it got to the point where I began to get ill. And it was at that time I decided, hey, you know, I'm no longer going to let fear define my life. I can't continue to live like this. I want freedom. I want more money. I want a better life. I want to be able to travel. I want a better health. So at that time is when I got the motivation. You know, it was one of those things to help give me the motivation to decide to finally live on purpose and follow my dreams. So number 1 is you got to set goals. You have to know what it is that you're motivated about. I mean, you just can't expect to be motivated about nothing. It has to be something that stimulates you enough to make you want to go out there and achieve it no matter what. There will be no excuses simply because you're motivated to be the best you. You're motivated to accomplish and achieve whatever it is that you set your mind to. Our second goal to being motivated, you've got to surround yourself with like-minded people. I cannot stress that enough. You have to surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Birds of a feather flock together. It's very, very, very hard for you to be motivated if your inner circle consists of negative, pessimistic people that just do not see a way out. They don't see accomplishing their dreams as a reality. It's very, very hard and virtually nearly impossible to be able to be motivated when you're around negative energy. You ever notice, like, when you enter a room or when you're in a room with people and it's positive energy going, one person can walk in and they can just bring that negative vibe, and all of a sudden all of the energy in the room just goes down? Listen. Positive energy is just as infectious and contagious as negative energy. So it is very important. It is of the utmost significance that you surround yourself with like-minded people. And besides, who wants to be around people who don't share your vision? You've got big dreams, you got big goals, big purpose, big vision. Why on earth would you want to be around small-minded people? Birds of a feather flock together. I know what you're saying. I know you're saying, well, Sueham, I just don't have positive people in my circle. I don't know who to hang around. I'm new to this town. I'm not a extrovert. I'm an introvert. I'm shy. Again, I look at these as excuses, because I'm a firm believer in whatever you want bad enough, you'll get it. You'll set your mind to it. You'll make it happen. If you want it bad enough, you'll go out there and get it. So if you really want to be around like-minded people, there are so many different ways that you can do that. You can join organizations, go out to networking events, get online. You don't even have to leave your house now. You can get online on the internet, Facebook. There's so many different social activities that you can become a part of and network and see how other people have succeeded, with the same goals that you have set. Don't break the mold. It's already, 9 times out of 10, what you're trying to do has already been done. So therefore, follow that example and make it your own. And other things you can do if you can't find like-minded people, which Sueham really thinks that you can find like-minded people, you can read positive books. Reading, I cannot stress enough the dire significance of that. You must read. Knowledge is power. There's an old saying that says, ignorance is bliss. I totally 200% disagree with that. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance can hurt you. It can kill the vision. It can kill your dreams. It can kill your goals. It is so important to read positive books, to challenge yourself, to learn new things, learn new words every day, learn a new quote every day. Set goals like that. I can't talk enough about how important it is to read positive books. Positive books give you ideas. They motivate you. They give you positive energy to want to go out there, and charge full speed ahead. Read, and then read some more. And then, when you're done reading, go ahead and pop in an audio of some informational, inspirational, motivational information. How about that? While you're driving in the car, turn off the Rick Ross, turn off the Biggie Smalls, and put on... Yes, I said turn off the Rick Ross and put on something that's worth listening to, something motivational, some audio CDs that will help to push you to the next level to achieve all the goals that you have set. And last but not least, you can watch DVDs. So, we've got the internet, we've got CDs, MP3s, we got iPods, we've got DVDs we can watch, we can get on the internet, we can go out and network in an environment in our neighborhood, or we can join organizations in our neighborhood, or we can get out and get into the social media and join the networks that are available on Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, LinkedIn, and other blog spots. So many other things available for you to surround yourself with like-minded people. So that in itself means that there is no excuse. Our next step is be thankful. Wow. Something as simple as being thankful, it's unbelievable how it can garner you so much. When you start to appreciate the little things around you, when you start to appreciate just being alive to accomplish your goal, when you start to appreciate the car you drive, the house you live in, the breath that you take, the children that you raise, the friends' company that you're in, the siblings that you love, the parents that you're still blessed to be in their presence, start to appreciate and be thankful. It's amazing the positive energy that will run through your body and rush to your aid to give you that push to accomplish your goals. You're talking about motivation. When you sit down and start thinking about the things that have gone on in your life, or some of the things that you may have done, some of the things that you may have gone through, and you start to sit back and think about it and just say, man, I am thankful. There's no way in the world you can be thankful and negative, stressed, or depressed at the same time. It is not going to happen. So the next time you find yourself lacking a little motivation, I challenge you to be thankful. Start to count your blessings. Get a journal. Start to write down everything that you're thankful for and call it your gratitude journal. When you wake up in the morning, start to write down at least 10 to 20 things that you're thankful for. And it's very easy. It may seem like 10 to 20 things are a lot, but it really isn't. I mean, right now, you could be thankful for your air conditioner, thankful for your heating system, thankful that you have new tires on the car, thankful that you don't have any ailments in your body, thankful that all of your children are alive and well, thankful that you had the courage to go back to college and start that degree, thankful that you had the courage to join an organization, thankful that you're able to walk on your own two legs. So you see, there's so many different things that you can be thankful for. The thing is, take time to be thankful for that. And I know in life, because I'm a victim to this. A lot of times we want, to be further along than where we are. You say to yourself, man, I've been at this thing a long time and I'm still here. I might have taken 2 steps forward, but my goodness, I should be at least a mile ahead, but I'm not there yet. And what I say to you is the same thing I say to myself. Celebrate the small victories. Celebrate the wins. Celebrate the journey thus far. Be thankful. When you're thankful, it fuels the motivation. When you have the motivation, you can accomplish the goals and you can get further in life to accomplishing your dreams and getting to where you want to be. Now, I know we've covered a lot thus far, so I hope you guys are really getting it, tuning in. Like I said, I just wanted to take an episode and just share these 8 steps to motivation, because I get people asking me a lot of times, Sue, how are you so motivated? How do you stay motivated? And I just wanted to take time and share this with you guys. But listen, we're not done. We are not through. I gotta take a commercial break. I hope you stay with me. We'll be right back with more of the Talking with Sueham show, my 8 steps to motivation, after these commercial breaks.
Become a published author for less than $25. Have a book idea, poems to share, and creativity to spare, desires, dreams, and knowledge to pass along? You need the ebook Become a Published Author for less than $25. Available now at sueham.com. That's sueham.com. Don't dream about being a published author. Become one. Get the ebook Become a Published Author for less than $25 at sueham.com. That's sueham.com.
Are you ready for a show that's going to move you, inspire you, and get you off your butt to accomplish your dreams? Then make sure you're tuning in this Sunday to the Talking with Sueham show. That's right, Sueham is on the radio, coming to WPDT 105.1 starting on Sundays, this Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Tune in and catch the Talking with Sueham show, a show that fuses together comedy, inspiration, and motivation. You don't want to miss the Talking with Sueham show, happening on Sundays at 5:30 p.m.
Dependability and reliability are the things you should look for in a trucking company. Operating in 48 states, Fernando McRae Trucking of Kingstree, South Carolina is that company. Call 843-597-7957. A trucking company that delivers. 843-597-7957. And trust FMT to get your goods to their destination safely and on time.
All right, guys, you are now listening to the Talking with Sueham show, and you've got me in the booth. That's right, baby, Sueham, baby. And I'm sharing my 8 steps to motivation. Some of you have been asking me out there, Sue, how do you stay so motivated? Well, today I am telling you just how Sueham stays motivated. We gave a few tips right before the break, and we're just going to get right back into it. The next step is change your thoughts. Think positive. When you change your thoughts, you change your world. You don't believe me? Well, the truth about it is, as a man thinketh, so is he. It is my belief that people perish because of lack of vision and knowledge. You see, living a life of purpose, peace, and passion is what God intended for us all. Like I said, as a man thinketh, so is he. The picture you paint of yourself in your mind is the outward portrait the world often sees. You see, if you consider yourself worthless, pathetic, inadequate, and a waste of matter, energy, or space, then chances are great that others will see you as such too. Negative people beget negative things. Negative minds think negative things. I am really amazed by persons who become intensely frustrated when reoccurring bad things happen to them. They pass it off as pure bad luck. The truth of the matter is, as far as I'm concerned, there's no such thing as bad luck. We create our own destinies. We create our own world by our thoughts, words, and actions. If you believe in your heart and you feel strongly that bad things will always happen to you, that you will never win, and that you're not good enough, then hey, chances are 98 out of 100 times you will prove yourself absolutely 100% correct. Then you'll go around saying nothing good ever happens to me. And again, you're right. Nothing good will happen to you because you're speaking negativity over your life. You create a negative existence by having powerful negative thoughts. How can you expect good, positive things to happen to you when you fill the majority of your thoughts with negative images, ideas, and preconceived notions that your life is destined for failure? Now, let me ask you guys this. You ever wonder why the percentage of people that succeed is far less than those that fail? That's right. What I'm saying is that there are more failures than winners. Did you ever stop and wonder why it seems certain people have all the luck? Mind you, now Sueham doesn't believe in luck, but why does it appear like some people they're successful by nature? They're the chosen ones. I got to tell you, I don't believe that it's a coincidence that positive, strong-willed, innovative thinkers succeed. Positive people experience temporary failure. But see, the thing is, they learn from failures. They don't allow it to take them off course. Positive, determined minds, they keep moving forward. They don't quit. They continue to follow their dreams. You see, I'm a real believer. If you change your thoughts, you'll change your life. If you change your thoughts, you'll change your world. If you change your thoughts, you'll change your existence. As a man thinketh, so is he. If you want more motivation, you have got to think it. You've got to see it. You've got to feel it. You've got to change your thoughts and change your world. With changing your thoughts, you've got to change the way you speak. So our next step is you've got to speak positive. Give yourself some pep talks. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, I look in the mirror and I give myself mirror talk. And I said, you know what, Solandia Hammond? That's right. Sueham, baby. You are going to do this thing, girl. That what is in your heart, you are going to achieve it. You are good enough. You are strong enough. You are smart enough. You are victorious. I start saying I am. I give myself affirmations. And affirmations are truths. They're statements that I echo over and over and over again till I believe it so in my mind and I'm able to go out there and achieve it. I am strong enough. I am a survivor. I am a believer. I am victorious. I am abundant. I am smart. I am healthy. I am joyful. I can accomplish the mission with ease. This is what I tell myself every day, every single day, because do not let anyone kid you into thinking that there won't be hills, that there won't be valleys, because there are. On the road to success, every successful person can tell you that they had a hill to climb. But you've got to speak positive to yourself. You've got to visualize and believe. See yourself achieving the goal. See yourself reaching the victory line. You've got to believe it, because I'm going to tell you something. It doesn't matter if you change your thoughts. It doesn't matter if you speak positive to yourself. If you don't believe what you're telling yourself, you're wasting your time. You cannot create or manifest that which you do not believe in. If I want to be a millionaire, but I don't believe that I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm wasting my time. talking to myself saying, Sue, you're going to be a millionaire. Yes, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to get there. If truly within my soul, within my heart, I do not believe it, I'm defeating myself. So change the talk to positive talk. Visualize, see yourself accomplishing that goal and believe it. Know that you can do it. Know that you can do all things. Know that you can do all things. So get up in the morning and give yourself mirror talk. Look in that mirror and say, man, I am beautiful. I am love. I am sunshine. I'm a light. I am outstanding. I'm great just the way I am. I am more than a conqueror. You understand what I'm saying? I am the number one radio host in the world. I'm the number one teacher in the world. I am the number one parent in the world. Whatever it is that you desire, whatever that goal is, start speaking it into existence. Start thinking it, start seeing it. So that's what you need to do. Speak positive. Our next step is help others. You've got to help others. And I know you may be saying, well, how can that motivate me, Sueham, helping other people? I'm trying to get me. I'm trying to make sure I'm good. And you see, that's the problem. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, said the quickest way to being successful is to help somebody else be successful. And that is a proven truth. So if you want to motivate yourself and to motivate others, help others. Volunteer. Volunteer at your nursing home, at your local Boys and Girls Club. There are various organizations that you can become a part of, and just volunteer and help others. You will be amazed at how good it makes you feel and how much it motivates you to know that you're bringing a smile to someone else's face. Donate. Donate your time, donate your love, donate your money, and encourage other people. These are just 3 ways that you can help others, but there are so many other things that you can do. But if you can, just encourage someone. A lot of times people think that the only way that you can help is in a monetary fashion. Let me be the first to tell you that is not the case. You can encourage someone. You can bring a smile to somebody's face. You can pray for someone. You can just be with someone. Just your presence can be a light to someone and uplift them. But whatever it is, whatever form or fashion that you desire to use to help somebody, then help them. And watch the motivational level rise. And our last and final step is exercise. Oh, man, I know y'all saying, Sueham, I know you ain't talking about exercise. Just the other day, you was talking about eating a Big Mac, sitting outside the gym, watching people work out. Well, yes, guess what? I am talking about exercising. You've got to exercise. Exercising will clear your mind. It'll relieve stress. It'll give you the energy and the motivation you need to accomplish your goals. Exercising is so valuable to accomplishing motivation. Not only does it make you feel good, it makes you look good, clears your mind. So I know some of you guys are saying, hey, I don't know about that, but trust me, try it. Let me ask you this. Is what you're doing working? Is it working for you? Huh? I mean, are you motivated right now? Is it working for you? Because if it's not, then I implore you to just try these 8 steps to motivation and see what it will do for you. I believe that we are here for a purpose, and a lot of people may not know their purpose. And in my book, Don't Quit, Follow Your Dreams, a couple of exercises in the book to help you identify your purpose, to help you get closer to identifying your passion, which will lead you to your purpose. And also in my book, Don't Quit, Follow Your Dreams, there's something I touch bases on because I'd heard it for the longest time, and that is your gift will make room for you. I'm a firm believer and we should be motivated about our gifts. For those of you that don't understand, because I didn't know it, what does that mean? Your gift will make room for you. Well, I actually looked it up on the internet, and this is what it had to say. God has put a gift or talent in every person that the world will make room for. It is this gift that will enable you to fulfill your vision. It will make a way for you in life. It is in exercising this gift that you will find real fulfillment, purpose, and contentment in your work. It is interesting to note that the Bible does not say that a man's education makes room for him, but that his gift does. Somehow we have swallowed the idea that education is the key to success. Our families and societies have reinforced this idea to us, but we have to change our perspective if we are to truly be successful. Education isn't the key to success. Now, don't misunderstand me. I believe in education. However, if education were the key to success, then everyone who has a PhD would be financially secure and happy. If you are intelligent but are not exercising your gift, you're probably going to be poor. If you're educated but have not developed your talent, you're likely to be depressed, frustrated, and tired. You will hate going to work on Monday mornings, and I can attest to that. Education in and of itself doesn't guarantee anything. It is your gift that is the key to your success. Now, the second part of Proverbs 18:16 says, a man's gift brings him before great men. You don't realize that the gift you're sitting on is loaded. The world won't move over for you just because you're smart. However, when you exercise your gift, not only will the world make room for you, but it will also pay you for it. Anyone, yourself included, who discovers his or her gift and develops it will become a commodity. If you're a young person in high school or college and you're planning your career, don't do what people say will make you a lot of money. Do what you are born to do, because that is where you will make your money. No matter how big the world is, there's a place for you in it when you discover and manifest your gift. Alexander Graham Bell believed that sound could be converted into electrical impulses and transmitted by wire. No one remembers those who thought he was crazy. We remember only the man who had the vision and created the telephone. If you do things in a halfway manner, you can always find a job somewhere. But if you do just enough to get by, you're simply going to remain an employee. However, if you decide that you're going to find something that is truly yours, then you will fulfill your vision and you will be remembered by others. I got to tell you, when I found that on the internet, I was just like moved. I mean, the light bulb went off. And I'm hoping that after reading that, the light bulb has gone off for you listeners out there. I'm hoping that you will get up off your butt and let your gifts make room for you. Well, don't go nowhere. Listen, because we've got more of the Talking with Sueham show after this break.
Each year, thousands of people lose their right to compensation because they fail to seek legal advice first. Don't let this happen to you. Call the law office of Caesar E. McKnight at 843-374-4529 or visit online at www.caesarmcknight.com. The law office of Caesar E. McKnight practices in personal injury, car wrecks, criminal defense, drug-related crimes, and much more. For a free consultation of your legal options and rights under the law, contact Attorney McKnight at 843-374-4529.
Become a published author for less than $25. Have a book idea, poems to share, and creativity to spare, desires, dreams, and knowledge to pass along? You need the ebook Become a Published Author for less than $25. Available now at sueham.com. That's SUEHAM.com. Don't dream about being a published author. Become one. Get the ebook Become a Published Author for less than $25 at sueham.com. That's SUEHAM.com.
And we are back with the Talking with Sueham show, and I'm your host, Sueham. And it is now time for us to close out the show. I hope you really have gotten a lot from it. The 8 steps to motivation. You now know what I use to stay motivated, to get motivated and to stay motivated in this world, because sometimes we can be thrown curveballs. But the key is don't quit. You've got to continue to do what it is that you do. Continue to keep marching. Continue to stay positive. Continue to stay motivated. Continue to surround yourself with like-minded people. Set goals. Be thankful. Be helpful to somebody else. Change your thoughts so that you can change your world. Speak positive. Do these things, you will stay motivated. So I encourage you guys to go ahead and make it happen. Get motivated about your goals and your dreams. Don't quit. Follow your dreams to success. Make sure you go to my website and pick up the book, Don't Quit. Follow your dreams. Until next time, thank you guys for listening to the Talking with Sueham show. Thanks, everybody, for listening to the Talking with Sueham show. I hope you join us again next week. And please make sure you go to my website at sueham.com, SUEHAM.com. Share the show with your friends and family, as well as leave me a question or a comment about today's show. I would love to connect with you, be your motivational speaker, talk to you. Just go to the website, sueham.com. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week, same time, 5:30 p.m. on WPDT 104.